Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday, March 1st, and in today's video, I'm going to do a currently inked for the month of March. And I got this idea from a YouTube channel that I really enjoy watching called The Joy in Pens and Paper. This is her March 25th currently inked video where she shows a selection of 12 different inks in the colorway that she chose for March, which are greens. And then she showed 6 pens that she inked up with 6 of the 12 inks. And I like that format a lot, so I'm stealing that from her, and I hope they don't mind. So I have here on the right hand side all of my inks to show you the bottles. I've already inked up my pens, and this is just some decor, but I may use this dip nib. We'll see. I don't have any water up here, so I probably won't. I'll probably try to avoid using this, but it's a prop. So I swatched my inks in one of these Tomoe River paper Yamazakura notebooks. And here are the inks that I chose out of my collection. Now, green is my favorite color, so I had a plethora of inks and pens to choose from, as you can see. And I'm going to give writing samples of the inks in the pens. And yes, this is more than 6. So I initially chose 7 pens. If you hear scratching, that's my cat. He wants to come in here, but he's not allowed. I chose 7 pens, and then I realized that I wanted to ink one more up, and then I realized that I had 3 inked for the month of February. So I'm just going to roll those over for the month of March because I really enjoyed them. Okay, I had to break, eat some lunch, lock the cat downstairs so he doesn't bother us too much. And I'm back. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one that I have inked up, I guess I'll show you the ink, if I can remember what I put in there. I believe my Esterbrook Model J. This is the Palm Green colorway. I have inked up with Peter Moss from Ferris Wheel Press. And here is the swatch. Where is it? I did not try to really match inks to pens, but in this case, it's a pretty good match. My Model J has a medium nib. And so far so good. It's writing really smoothly and very consistently. Very happy with that. First one. The next one I have inked is my Opus 88. This is the 2024 demo in green. This is one of my favorite pens. And I have inked this up with Teranishi Gentle Green. here is the swatch. You can see some nice sheening on there. It's kind of a dark forest green underneath all of that sheen. My Opus 88 has a medium nib. It does look very blue coming out of the pen. But as it dries more green. You can start to see that. I'm seeing shimmer, aren't you? I don't think that ink is shimmer. So that must be leftover ink in my pen. That's a bummer, but what are you gonna do? Okay, next up. Next up is my Good Made Better. This is an Ebonite pen in this really fun kind of brushed greens colorway. It has a black nib, and this is a medium nib, I believe. Let me see if I can remember what's in this. Yes, I inked this up with Colorverse Pluto and Beyond. Here is the swatch. It's kind of your typical yellowy green. I think it plays well with these yellow streaks in the pen. This has a great nib. It writes so nice. I don't know if this has a name. But very happy with that pairing. I think it's going to be a very fun month of March with all of these green colors. The next one, move these out of the way. The next one is this. This is an Asvine or an Asvine that I recently got on Amazon. And the color is green marble, but I don't know the model name of this. I don't know that it had one. But I've inked this up with Firmament, which is a Lennon toolbar ink, I believe. Or is it Ink Institute? I'm pretty sure it's Lennon toolbar. I put Firmament in because I know that it's extremely wet and very lubricated. And the nib on this is a medium Asvine nib, and it's not the best. So this ink, though, works really great in this pen. I'm very happy with this. I wish I could... It's just the piston filler. I guess maybe that's what it's called. Green marble. Oh yeah, it just works so nice with this ink. So much nicer than any other ink I've put in here. So, Lennon toolbar. It's very wet. Perfect. Really nice, consistent writer. Very happy with those. Look how pretty they all are together. The next one is my Pelikan M605. This has the silver trim. It's the green and white limited edition version. It's got a broad 14 karat gold nib, I think. And I have inked this one up with, I want to say, it's a little watered down, but it is Dominant Industry Forest. Such a smooth writer. This is my Pelikan. The next one I've inked up is my Lamy 2000 in Pine. This has a fine nib, and I have inked this with Robert Oster Green. Here is the swatch. Here is the swatch. Also, I forgot to show you Dominant Industry Forest. Just the slightest little bit of red sheen in there. Lamys have 14 karat gold nibs. There is my Lamy. Brightens up the page a little bit with your typical grass green color. All right, next up is my Kaweco Sport. This is the dark green. I think it's called dark green. And it has a medium nib. And I decided to ink this with the wet pen Deception Pass. If you see the swatch here, there is some green kind of showing through that teal color blue. However, you won't see that too much in the writing. It does kind of read blue. So this is the only fail, but is it really? Probably not. This is also a very nice wet ink, which is why I wanted to put it in this medium nib. Dark green, medium nib. Okay, so those are my initial 7 inked pens, and then I decided to ink up this one because I was like, oh, I kind of need to put my Baobab Leonardo Momento Zero in there. Yeah, this is the Momento Zero Grande, as you can see the difference. So I have inked this up with Colorverse Gluon for a little bit of something different. This does have a shimmer in it. But this little flash of yellow is kind of like giving me life right now. So I love it. I think it's going to be a perfect pairing. Oh yeah, so much fun. I love it already. This is Baobab with a medium nib. This is very legible ink, so if you want to give it a go, I would highly recommend it. It's really fun. And it has kind of a gold shimmer in there, or kind of a copper color. Let's see, you can see the shimmer in the bottle. But see, that just brightened everything up, gives me a little bit of a variation from all the green. So the 3 pens that I had inked for the month of February, one of which was this. This is a Leonardo Momento Zero, not the Grande. And this is the Jade colorway. This is a relatively new pen in my collection. I have a broad nib on this, and I have inked this up with an ink that I bought with the pen, Walk the Dog, from Colorverse. I'm on like a Colorverse kick right now. This pairing is amazing, especially on this Tomoe River paper. It's not great on all paper, I'll have to say that. And the nib is really nice, but it's not too broad. Walk the Dog. But I think it's a really nice addition to my list of green. Next up is a Jinhao 9019 Dadao in transparent green. This has a Lennon toolbar ink in it called Wenshan Puchong Tea. No, that's not what's in there. This used to have this in there, and I took it out, and now I have, well, I can use it. I mean, it is kind of a green. This is Emerald of Chivor, Emerald de Chivor from J. Herbin. It's more of a teal, I suppose. That's okay. This has a fine nib. And it's got some fun shimmer. So greenish, I would say. And then finally, my favorite pen that I had inked in February was this TWSBI Irish Green Eco. I have a medium nib on this. And I inked this up with a sample of Taccia, which is also another favorite ink company. Uguisu Olive. And it's just perfection. Such a great writer. Such a great ink. Oh my goodness, I just love it. This is a medium nib. Wow, so good. All this green makes me so happy. And it is a very dismal, snowy day, so I'm sorry that these colors probably aren't showing true, but there they are. My currently inked for the month of March. I'm gonna just swatch with this Wenchang Puchong tea. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. If you have any questions about any of these inks or pens, let me know in the comments. If you want to know where I got any of these, let me know in the comments and I'll let you know. I am so happy I did this. And a special thank you goes out to the lovely creator behind The Joy of Pens and Paper. Really enjoyed your video and I hope you enjoyed watching mine. I will tag you in the comments or in the description. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.